What's up, guys? This is Priets, and today I have a special guest. And by special guest, I mean it's probably gonna be a normal occurrence, but this is Damian Arzabala.
Hey, yeah, that's me. My name is Damian, also Arzabala.
So this is a segment that we're gonna do maybe once or twice a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays. So this is the Thursday episode. Right now it's Tuesday night, and we're recording this. But this is a little segment we're going to do where we just talk about who we are, talk about just what's going on, talk about our projects we're working on, anything that we're actually doing. Yeah. So we're about to jump right in. Damien, you have anything to say before we dive into this?
We're doing a Pollyon run.
A Pollyon run. Okay, let's go. So what's up, Damien?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. Didn't think you would be here.
I know, because it's a fancy seeing you here. I wasn't expecting that.
Wait, we're recording? Oh, shucks.
Wait,
Okay.
you were meeting beforehand?
Jeez. Okay, so this run is an Apollyon run. Apollyon's not my favorite. So Damien, basically this guy, he has decent damage. The base damage of Isaac, the character who is this game, has damage of 3.5, so his damage is basic, but he has 2 hearts, which is pretty low. Also, Curse of the Blind sucks on floor 1 because you usually don't take blind items. That sucks.
Nice.
But yeah, so his active item is a little black hole that when you suck it up, it just makes your numbers on the left get bigger, and that's good.
Numbers, we like them big. We like them ponky.
We do. This game hates me. So, yes, today is day 1 of Damien and I making our little commentary. So today what we're going to talk about is kind of just how we kind of became the group that we are. I know that we're not... Oh, gosh, I'm taking damage. I'm sorry, Damien, this is embarrassing. We're not really a known group or anything, so it's not like how we became the group that is known now as the Bandits, because nobody knows the Bandits. But we're
I know the Bandits.
Yeah, basically, this is something that anybody can refer back to if one day we ever become the biggest news of the town. Also, I'm a big idiot. So basically, Damien, as I said, the black hole thing sucks up other items and gives us a stat boost. This item up here was a bad item that we didn't want, and I didn't suck it up to get a stat boost. So
Dumb. Big dumb.
actually, it doesn't work exactly like that, but who cares about the details? So, yeah, so to start this off,
Well, start it off.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you want to start off? You can start off.
Well, I was going to just say, it all started off in 1999. When both of our parents decided that
Intercourse was the way to go.
intercourse was the way to go.
Yeah, so...
And then a measly 15 years later, the story begins. Or 14 years later, the story begins. Or 15. 15, sorry.
yeah, some amount of years later. Oh, gosh, I'm taking dumb damage. So yeah, so Damien and I met our freshman year of high school. I moved into the country of Virginia and started attending the same high school as him. So we became friends pretty quick because we were big old band nerds. We did band together, and yeah, it was just we kind of just started off friends from the beginning.
Yeah, we had PE together. We had I won't even say a mutual friend. We had some short guy introduce us both to each other. He was like, "Hey, this dude's in the band," and I was like, Band nerds are the worst nerds, so get out of here." But no, we ended up talking about video games, and at the time, the best video game of all time was out, and it was Titanfall, and we absolutely just talked all day, all gym class. We would walk around in circles and just talk about Titanfall and how it was the peak of gaming, and honestly, we weren't wrong.
We were.
So yeah, we had PE together, and that's kind of where we met. Us and another person, I won't say his name, but we all kind of were the nerds in that PE class. So we would just talk about video games, and he was a Cloud9 dude, and
yeah, he was a League of Legends nerd. We were friends with him for freshman year, but then we kind of all fell off after that.
I mean, I wouldn't think we fell off really.
No, like
We as a group.
We as a group fell off.
We had like a couple like sleepovers, but like I guess he was more interested in my brother in the non-sexual way. I don't mean that in a sexual way, but my brother at the time was little, and he was playing Terraria, and he just liked that, you know.
He was into it. He was into it.
But we'll get back to that night about him playing Terraria another day.
Oh, yeah.
Or in a couple minutes, rather.
Yeah. So, basically, the first time that Damien and I ever hung out outside of school was with this grown man. He was a year older than us, not too crazy.
We'll call him Sean.
Yeah, we'll call him Sean. Very far off from his actual name. So don't go looking him up.
Oh man, this guy sucks at biting a bicycle.
I really do. This is a really bad run. But we play games. Oh. Okay, so Damien, these guys right here, these like little spider guys, are annoying. They just lunge across the entire map at you. But they're like, you could use the word heat tracing almost. They launch at the position you were last at. So once they jump, you just have to move to the side. But if you're dumb like me, you miss that. But back to the story. Sean, Damien, and I, we were all hanging out one night, and the plan was we were going to watch Wolf of Wall Street. Because what's the best thing for a bunch of young kids to do is watch a rated R movie that they can't yet watch.
And we were out here being bad boys.
We were. But yeah, then we were basically waiting for Deshaun for hours, for about 5 hours. He was playing on his phone with Damien's little brother, just booling and fooling and not giving us the time of day. He was playing for so long, and we were just waiting to watch Wolf of Wall Street. And so, when you have... Oh, no, Damien. Okay, that was really bad. Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing. Yeah, we waited a long time to watch that movie.
Yeah, we were. Honestly, I don't even. Did we even? We fell asleep watching the movie. We waited so long. It was like so late into the.
Well, more specifically, I fell asleep first watching the movie.
Yes, that was. I guess it's kind of important to the story. Not really, but kind of.
Well, it's pretty important because what happened was, I fell asleep when we were watching Wolf of Wall Street, and then I woke up to go to the bathroom because, your boy has to go pee sometimes. And so I woke up, and what else is there other than a giant green penis just drawn on my face? And so my first reaction is, what kind of marker did they use to create this concoction? And I go wash it off real quick, and I'm so mad that I just go into Damien's room, grab a bingo ball dispenser, and just freaking go at it.
That's not how it happened.
That's how it happens.
That's not how it happened.
Okay, that's how it happened for me.
Next to you. That's not how I remembered it. If I recall, let's take Jonas's story in reverse a little bit. So how it plays out and how I remembered that night is we were waiting for Sean. We were waiting for Sean. We were waiting for Sean and my brother. Duh, as in like, his name's Sean, to play watch Wolf of Wall Street, and we were getting so fed up that Jonas then found the bingo ball dispenser and started shooting them all over the place, and then he made a mess of them.
Of Sean and his little brother, they died.
Yeah, rest in peace. But that's how I remember, at least. Maybe. I'm not sure which way it actually happened, but I'm almost certain my way is the way it happened. Because I remember being right next to you when it happened, when you shot the bingo balls.
I think multiple times that night I was shooting bingo balls. So
I feel like you did it first, like with me by your side, and then when you were washing off the genitalia off your face, you then, because we had already done so before, you proceeded to throw more bingo balls.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But regardless of this, that first moment when me and Jonas were there together, yanking, just yeeting bingo balls around my room, a baby was born, and that baby was the Bingo Bango Bongo Bandits.
Yeah, it was a long name to begin with. And the reason why we came up with that name is because we said it would be pretty cool to rob a bank with those bingo ball dispensers, using those as our weapons of choice. And yeah, we took that name, ran with it, and that was the name that we gave our YouTube channel that would once be created. But this was freshman year of high school.
That was right, yeah. This happened all freshman year of high school, and then, the year went on. Me and Jonas, as we reminisce now, looking back, we actually really didn't hang out that much.
No.
I remember going to Jonas's house a couple times, and I remember Jonas being at my house a couple times. But really nothing like too big besides us talking about doing a YouTube channel, and we played a lot of video games in that time period. Yeah, I don't really remember what we played, honestly.
I don't remember if we even played video games together. It was
I don't remember playing video games with you either.
It was kind of just when we were at school, we had a lot of classes together, so we just associated as very good friends. And then it wasn't until sophomore year that we really like sealed that friendship, because I don't know, I would consider
the difference with sophomore year and freshman year is freshman year I was in marching band and you weren't. I was one of the sweaty marching band kids, and then sophomore year we were both in marching band, so like now we had even more time together.
Yeah.
Us doing things.
And funny enough, basically nobody really cares about the gory details, but Damian was like, I'm not doing marching band, and then 2 weeks into or like a week into band camp, one day he just showed up because I was hanging out with him. We were doing trick shots. Maybe if we find those videos we'll post those, but we were doing trick shots at a basketball court with a soccer ball. And yeah, so he just joined marching band, and that's kind of when we became best friends. I considered him my best friend because I had just moved there and he was the only person I knew, so default.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, yeah, we became really, really good friends, bestest of friends. We did marching band together, and then we didn't play that many video games together still, because I mean, me and you were into very different video games to begin with. But I mean, we definitely started hanging out more, and then around this time period, was it this period where we met the other one?
No, it was. I think so. What he's referring to is meeting the artist, I would say, that is John Paul, our good old buddy. I think we met him the summer after freshman year and started playing games with him.
Yeah, I don't remember if we met him freshman or sophomore year. I'm assuming it was sophomore year though.
Yeah, we started hanging out with him sophomore year.
But do we go into that? What's next in the story? Is it meeting JP?
So, yeah. So I mean, basically, if we fast forward to right now, my like best friend would be JP, and so basically we all became best friends. We were the trio that would always hang out. Like that was our friend group. Basically, it took all of sophomore year to really form that, because JP, worse than a band kid, was an orchestra kid, but. Yeah. He's the reason why we all started playing Minecraft together, because he would invite us to servers with crazy mods, and we'd just have huge wars on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's really all that the interaction we had with JP. Like,
yeah. So yeah, we met JP because someone else had told me that he had built a PC, and well, I just asked him, and he was like, yeah. And then yeah, like Jonas said, history goes, we played Minecraft together, and then eventually it was mostly me and Jonas, if I recall correctly, having these YouTube meetings. I mean, I don't remember JP being there when we wrote down that OG YouTube journal.
So the OG, maybe JP was there. So the OP journal was. I don't remember. It was really just Damian and I's thing. YouTube's always been Damian and I's thing. It's always been the thing that me and him talk about. But JP's kind of this like secondary person who just stumbles behind us, and so. One day I might show the journal off, but it basically shows all of our original ideas of just doing pranks and skits and that kind of thing. And this was sophomore year of high school, so this was, what, 5 years ago?
Almost 6 years ago.
Yeah, a while ago.
That was a long time ago. And yeah, we had this journal, and I mean, we had all these ideas, and then somehow, some way, we actually did it. So this is where it comes into fruition, where we call back to that Bingo Bango Bandits name, and we actually changed it to Bingo Bango Bandits because we counted out the bongo because we decided that was too long.
Yeah.
So we started the Los Bingo Bango Bandits. Los Bingo Bango Bandits channel.
Yeah.
And we uploaded a total of 3 videos to that channel in that short amount of time. One of being a Minecraft, a Call of Duty, and pretty much a farewell video.
Yeah. And the 3 videos that we uploaded, so in this time, Damian actually moved to Texas. And so if you ever go to that channel, the videos are still up. We probably might take them down at some point if any of this comes to more fruition. But the first videos we actually recorded all together in Virginia. And then by the end of it, I think by the JP is dead video, Damian was actually in Texas at that point. So
yeah, had already moved from there.
And so Damian moving to Texas was actually something that actually brought us all closer and playing games more, because at the time, freshman and sophomore year, I was a PC gamer. I came to Virginia being a PC gamer. Also, that was some BS right there. He just came under my feet.
Yummy.
Yeah, that was yeah. So whenever Damian moved, he had just built a PC. I think he built.
Good. I built my freshman year.
Oh yeah, I built a PC my sophomore year, but I had an Alienware laptop. That's not important. And yeah, so once he moved to Texas, we actually started playing games together more, and that's really when the big YouTube dream came about. That we every single summer and winter, any time that we'd play games together, we would basically have this hype session of, we will make YouTube videos. This is going to be what we do.
Literally cookie cutter every time we had the same conversation.
Mm-hmm. Just hyping ourselves up.
Yeah, and then the sad thing is, as anybody watching this probably knows, nothing really happened. In this, since the summer of 2016, summer 2016, all the way to until what, March of 2020.
Yeah,
so almost 4 years of nothing. Because with me moving to Texas, even though at first we played a lot of video games together, it kind of died off. I'd say probably going into college. I'd say I'm not sure what would. I'm not sure.
Going into senior year of high school, Damian did track, and so that's really kind of what he was. He was always busy, and he was on a different time schedule. So just in high school, it was really hard to ever like coordinate.
Do anything because with Jonas and marching band and me and track, it was really I remember it was really hectic, especially because the time difference with 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time I would get home on the weekends, it was already like super late. So yeah, we were on very crazy schedules, and then I know, at least speaking for myself, coming like senior year of high school, and even the first, like I would say the first year semester of college, I didn't play that many video games. I mean, I've never been as much as I wouldn't say I do the games I like a lot, but I don't play a lot of, like we said, me and Jonas and JP, or at least me and Jonas, we've never really played the same games. At least we're not really into the same games.
Except
we have a couple of games. Go for it.
So the one exception is there's this awkward period of time that was the end of senior year as things were dying down, and basically track was over, marching band was only a fall thing, and the freshman year of college that we had a Fortnite. I mean, everybody was playing Fortnite. And so Damian and I would play Fortnite every once in a while, but it really wasn't that much because in college I did marching band, and so that was every day of the week for 2 hours. I had classes. I had something every weekend for the most part.
Yeah, and I worked full time my freshman year of college too, so it was hard to do really anything. During that time period.
Yeah. So basically, the story goes from there. So there was a big dead period between the last video we uploaded on Los Bingo Bingo Bandits and between us uploading videos now. And so basically what happened is after our freshman year of college, we said we're going to do this, and our plan was to do it over the summer, but then we both agreed that with games advancing and all that kind of stuff, this was mostly an excuse for that we both kind of had.
Yeah, we both just like the typical excuse of I need the best stuff to make something, which is not true, but
and in addition to that, we said that we were going to start doing YouTube videos, but I worked crazy hours. I was working 140-hour paychecks. I mean, I was just working dumb amounts of time where I wouldn't even hang out with any of my friends. I would come home, eat dinner, go to sleep, and that was pretty much it. And so we basically said, we're going to buy new computers, and we're going to start making YouTube videos. I think we said December.
Yeah, we did say December. We had my original plan was when I stopped working, we were gonna go because I worked during December full time as well. But like come January, I was gonna be like pretty much free, and that was our plan. But I'm not really sure what happened, but it just never really came to fruition.
So what happened was, it kind of was this weird not falling out point, because we like as I said, my spring semester or my fall semesters at school, I did not talk to anybody because it was every day was basically marching band and school. And so Damien and I didn't talk that much, and it kind of, the whole idea of buying new computers, we kind of, at the end of the summer, decided, I don't know if that's really like financially something that we can each do.
Yeah.
And so Damien, I don't really remember exactly what happened, but I basically decided with my money I wasn't going to buy a computer, and instead I bought that summer, I bought my iPad and that kind of stuff that I use for art, I use for school. It's one of my best purchases I've ever made. But by buying that kind of stuff, I really just didn't have the money for a computer.
Yeah, and then same with me. I mean, honestly, I wish I could say the same, but I don't know what I spent my money on.
Who knows? Probably G Fuel.
Probably G Fuel, or I don't really know. I just spent my money on miscellaneous things, a lot of food, probably a lot of eating out. But yeah, it just never happened. I mean, come to January, we weren't really talking much, and really, the story. When does the story really pick up from there?
So the story really picks up. December, Christmas and my birthday came around. I guess I can divulge that much information about myself. But Christmas and my birthday came around, and that's when I decided that I wanted to get a computer. And so with the money I had still saved up from the summer, and with just my birthday being there and getting money, I decided to buy a new computer, because I thought to myself, even if I wasn't going to do YouTube, I still wanted a good computer because I love gaming. It's something that I do a lot. Even though I don't, it's not something, like, honestly, I only started gaming more after I got my new computer because I had a new computer. What else would I do with that? And so, really, there was no plan at that point to pick up YouTube. We knew we both wanted to do YouTube. We always talked, no matter what, that we wanted to do YouTube. Real quick. This right here is just awful. So right here, that guy's name is Littlehorn, that little flying devil dude, and there's a small chance that during Bighorn's boss fight, he'll spawn and it just goes crazy. Anyways, back to the story. The whole idea of YouTube didn't die down. It was kind of just like one of those things that was secondary to our lives, because especially in my life, a lot of stuff was happening after my fall semester. I transferred schools. Damien was also busy because he didn't get a new job, but he was picking up more of his new job, and it's getting wild.
Yeah, definitely really just busy times all around. I mean, for both of us, just like personal lives and work and school, everything was just getting really hectic. I'd say this is like December, even going into a little bit of the second semester of, I guess, the first half of, or even the first couple of months of 2020. But then with that, I mean, is that what we would say we officially, like, then the story continues?
I just want to say real quick to anybody who's not in college yet or whatever, like, college is a great time, but college is kind of suffocating. You basically just get trapped in this whole cycle of either working on school, working in general. My bad, I burped. And that kind of thing. But yeah, we can continue the story from there. We basically lots of stuff lined up.
Yeah, everything just really came together at that point. Basically, at that point, I mean, I do want to clarify actually one point. During this time period, so I wouldn't say every year, but one of the few games that I really love and really play a lot of is Call of Duty. And this year was the year that Call of Duty Modern Warfare had came out. So coming like this last fall and even the spring, yeah, I guess technically the spring semester came about. I was playing a lot of Call of Duty, and then pretty much what this led to is I wanted to buy a new gaming computer as well. And I had just been not back like in the, not necessarily the gaming of it, because like I only wanted to play Call of Duty, and honestly, you can play that with the console, but you know, I PC Master Race all the way. So with that being said, with, like Jonas said, with college just being really hectic and things just being all over the place, what ended up happening, as I'm sure everybody knows, is the world shut down.
Yeah.
Everything just stopped in its tracks, and I remember. I don't remember how exactly we all like met back up again.
It was.
I really don't remember.
I think it was Warzone. I think basically we're all like Call of Duty time. Let's play some Warzone, and we just played Warzone a lot. We played just random games. We played Warzone, and then really it was just like, hey guys, we got time, or it's just me and Damian. It was like, dude, it's the time. Like we have literally nothing but time because classes became easier because teachers stopped teaching. It was just tests, and tests were easy for no reason I will specify. Tests just got kind of easy. I did not cheat. I was a good student. That's what I'll say. But it was just COVID time. We couldn't leave our houses. We were stuck in our houses. We had to be on our computers all day for either work or school. So at that point, we're like, hey, if we have this blessing in front of us that is nothing but time, we might as well make the most of it.
So that we did, and then basically, of course, with us now, mostly I'd say me meeting back up with JP and Jonas at this point. The whole hype session started happening again, more so with me and Jonas, where we talk about, like Jonas just said, we have time. It's now or never, really, because who knows when we might ever have this opportunity again. So with that, we start planning out that what we're gonna start making YouTube videos, and that we did. That was probably at the beginning of March that we had this really conversation. I know it was like during my spring break, and then with that, we decided to then go ahead and start planning things. And then just a little bit into that, I went ahead and actually bought my new computer, and everything just fell together. I guess that's the best way to go ahead and put it.
Yeah.
So now that's where we're at. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something in the story here, but
so,
we were. Go ahead. Go for it.
So basically, it was just we had perfect timing. Lots of other stuff happened in our personal lives that there's no reason to really talk about. But
hey, this is a story about how the Bingo Bango Bandits got here.
Yeah,
not the personal. The personal life, maybe that's another commentary. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a different day. But yeah, it just kind of lined up, and then it came down to another thing of Jonas got a new computer. Damian all of a sudden just had money because he was stuck working at home. So, hey, we can start recording as soon as I buy a computer. So, we did have to fall back into this loop of waiting for Damian to get his new computer, but it was actually a good thing because it allowed us to have time to plan and actually make sure that we were ready. Oh gosh, I'm dying. Make sure that we were ready to start this YouTube journey. You alive over there, Damian?
Yeah, I am.
And so basically, one thing that we always talked about was we always wanted to do a Minecraft Let's Play because Minecraft is the game that literally is what brought us together to begin with. So why not start off the entire series of us starting YouTube with that? It also just started a good point of Minecraft videos. They're not easy to edit exactly, but they're not the hardest thing to edit. They don't need to have great edits to be good videos. And so we decided that we would start with Minecraft just so that we could get used to editing. We could get used to just having a consistent schedule. And we set the goal of uploading 3 times a week and trying to stick with that.
Yeah, for the most part, we did that. I mean, just things got a little bit rough with school. I mean, even though it was still everything from home, we were all pretty busy, especially when it came to like the very end of it. So, I mean, if anybody really cares, I mean, at the very end, we didn't stay exactly consistent, but at the end, we pulled through.
Yeah, so there was no really question of if what happened at like the end of the semester was gonna like affect us in the long term. It was just basically finals were happening, final projects were happening. It was getting just really, really, really hectic to do anything because especially with JP's classes went late. Damian had to work some days because we had to get up early other days. It was just not a good idea to exactly record late at night, which we did still, but it just didn't become possible to upload 3 times a week and edit. I mean, could we have done it? Probably, but I didn't want to sacrifice. Oopsies, I didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't worth. I mean, at the end of the day, we're still students.
Yeah.
So it wasn't worth like just sacrificing all our grades for 2 views on YouTube. And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not trying to like discredit anything, but definitely we had to just wait in what was going to be important, at least for that time being. And that's what we did. I mean, now now that we are done with the Minecraft Let's Play, we're on summer vacation. We're all doing our best. We're all doing our own thing now. So maybe we'll just talk about that in just a second here about where we go from here. But yeah, we're all doing our own thing now. All with each other still. So not necessarily, we're not separating again, but we're all doing our own thing, but together. But yeah, I'll let Jonas say.
If I was to make an analogy of what's happening right now, our collective group is a shotgun shell. We're a buckshot. We're just trying to spread our content as wide as we can, just to get anything out there that we're interested in. Like, I'm interested in Binding of Isaac. JP and Damian aren't. JP is extremely interested in dinosaur videos and has been making dinosaur videos for a long time. So we have projects related to that. And Damian has always wanted to create a series that was just his own personal project, kind of. And
yeah.
Just to add to the story of the end of the year, I mean, us not being consistent was not something that really worried us. Like, we kept on saying, like, we do need to stay consistent, but at the end of the day, we knew once we hit summer, it's nothing but time. Especially, like, yeah, of course, we said that we had nothing but time due to COVID, but we kind of had nothing but time, but we still had school.
Yeah, school was still there. I mean, personally speaking, I mean, there's a lot of classes that I was really there, but not there. But now, now that we're in summer, I mean, all I have to worry about is work, which is really like 3 days a week. And besides that, like, now we're just gonna be focusing on grinding it out. I know all of us are doing our own. Like, I think Jonas really. All right, sorry, Priets. Really.
Hey man, don't tell them my name.
Really hit the nail on the head there. We are really trying to go ahead and spread our content out. I know that we'll be over on JP's channel coming soon. I'll be here on Jonas's commentaries at least once a week to go ahead and either do story times or do something of the sort. And I don't really have something yet planned for collabs on my channel yet, because the one thing, kind of staying true to like the whole story, coming back to us, I'm definitely the least. I guess I wouldn't say me and JP, because JP is definitely into video games, but my channel, I'm not even really basing it on video games necessarily. It's more so on just myself. So if I want to play a video game, I'll play a video game. If I don't, we'll do some other stuff. But yeah, we're definitely just spreading our wings and trying to get out there.
And especially right now, Damian's been on a completely different grind that's related to YouTube, but just something that he's not documenting throughout the process. If you want to talk about that, unless you want to not talk about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Damascus in Call of Duty.
I mean that's been happening, I guess, in the background. Every Call of Duty that I really get into, I try to go ahead and get the mastery camo in there. And boy, I mean, I've been trying to get Damascus, and it's been the grind. I'm on my last gun at the time of this recording, and it's the RPG, and it's been a journey. I mean, the thing is, during the fall, especially, I didn't play that much. I played maybe like a game or two a day, but I wasn't playing too much. I mean, I know I got my first gold gun within the first couple of days the game launched, but this game has a really hard grind. I'm gonna be making a video on it once I finally get Damascus, talking about that. But the grind's been there. Hopefully soon I can go ahead and get that. Nobody plays Warzone with me, so I'll be stuck showing it off to nobody. But at least I'll feel good about myself having Damascus.
Hey, we'll start playing Warzone more once you get it. I just want to see it in game.
Honestly, me too. At this point, I see people have it, but it's not the same unless I can just spawn every game with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like Jonas said, we've all kind of been working on our own things. I'm working on that, working on some other projects. I haven't even told Jonas yet, but I bought some more camera equipment to work on some other videos that will be coming soon.
No. Okay, I'm good. Okay. What kind of videos, huh?
I guess people have to see. They'll have to wait and see.
And one thing is, I don't think that Damian's fans are gonna come see this beforehand.
I don't think so either. So I just don't want to tell Jonas. So anybody of Jonas's fans watching, I just don't want to tell Jonas. If I could tell the audience only, I would. But
here, I'll shut my ears and not edit this video. Just kidding. I could not. Don't trust me with that.
No, but it'll be coming soon. It'll be coming soon. Actually, honestly, I've talked about it already on my channel. I'm gonna start making cooking videos. So I bought some new lighting stuff from my kitchen, and then I also bought some lavalier mics so I can have some crispy audio to make the best quality video that I can, at least.
That's sexy. Are you ever gonna have guests on that?
Maybe, quite possibly. We might see a special appearance from some special people.
Wow. I hope I'm one of the special people. Just kidding. I live 2,000 miles away from you. Yeah, Damian, I think Damian has the most ideas of YouTube videos out there, but Damian is somebody who I would say is in his own realm of himself is a perfectionist of what he wants to do. And so his videos aren't going to be as often as mine, because as you see, I can just sit here and play Isaac, record it, and call it a video, which I know that's lazy, but I don't really like the idea of editing an Isaac video. I feel like it just takes context out. But is there anything else that you have planned, Damian, that you want to talk about?
No, so from here, I mean, like you just said, my channel definitely isn't going to be necessarily it's not going to be a gaming channel. I mean, gaming channels are really, they do their best, like Jonas is doing, uploading gameplay. He talks about it. He's just trying to do his thing, which I think for a gaming channel, that's the best thing you can do. Or at least more so gaming centered content. For my content, like I said, I'm not really doing too much gaming on my end. We might be seeing a couple of Let's Plays, or a couple of, maybe like if we do on my channel, we might do like Warzone, like highlight videos of us playing Warzone, all three of us or two of us or whatever we do. We might do some stuff like that, but at its core, I'm not really planning on doing a video gaming, because the only reason, I guess the only thing I'll say about that while we're here is video game is kind of my break. Whenever I play video games, I like to just kind of relax, and if one day I ever start streaming, I would definitely stream a lot of video games. But to record and edit, more so it's editing of gaming video, I'd rather just go ahead and like enjoy gaming. And then like I said, I have a whole bunch of other content that I want to work on, some anime stuff, some cooking stuff like I mentioned, some unboxings that are going to happen very soon as well on my channel. So yeah, we'll see that kind of stuff on my channel at least.
Yeah, and I don't know what I was gonna add. Basically, yeah, I would say that editing a gaming video, like, you have to put some spice in it, because if you watch our Minecraft stuff, especially my first videos, there's no music, there's not really any good edits. It's boring. It's pretty boring to watch, even when you cut it down to the exciting stuff, and then you go to watch the finale. It takes a lot to season a chicken. That's all I gotta say.
It does take a lot to season a good chicken.
But yeah, so Damian has some big plans. We'll talk about more of our, specifically Damian and I's plans at the nearing of the end of this video. But for me, I think I've really talked about it. One thing I don't think I've really talked about, if you look at my thumbnails, I make all my thumbnails. They might not be the best art, but I do make my own art. I am what I would say a self-proclaimed artist. And so one thing I do want to start doing is making art videos, but as Damian and I both do, we set our a high requirement that we must meet before we make these videos. And for me, I want to get a decent camera before I start recording this stuff, just because recording a screen for art videos, I could just record, like, screen record on an iPad, but lots of people I see that are successful record their screen with a nice camera and show the whole process and do other stuff other than just like iPad art, which I do. And so, as Damian knows, I love art. I want to do art and show it off to people and want to get better at it. So that's a good thing I could do using the platform of YouTube. Other than that, right now Isaac is my main plan. I might try to do some other gaming videos. I'm also into lots of other roguelikes. I don't know what it's really called. I always call them roguelikes. I think it's roguelite and dungeon crawler. So I might play some Gungeon on here, because that's another game that I really don't know too much about, but I have played it a good bit and I have a fun time.
I mean, I know from your first video you said it was really hard. Kept saying that over again.
Yeah, Gungeon's hard. I'll show you someday, Damien. I'll do a commentary with you while playing Gungeon, and you'll see just how not much I talk.
Okay, I'll carry the conversation.
So, Damien, let me just tell you what's happening in this game. I haven't really talked that much about it. So, right now, this is just a very, very, very just not that good run. So, as I said in the beginning, my damage was the base Isaac damage. Right now, somehow my damage has only gone up 0.02. So, my fire rate went up, which is why it dropped with the little mushroom you see on the side. The only thing, like, I've just been getting lucky with health items. So right now this run's pretty bad. I have good health, so it's not that big of an issue. I've not really gotten that many damage up, so my tier rate's good. But as you see right now, I'm fighting this leg that's red. When this leg is red, that means she goes on full stompy mode, and that's why it's just constant stomps.
Stomp.
And yeah, so as I said, for my future with any video games, I think I'll try to play more roguelikes. I have a game. I have Sea Salt. I have Darkest Dungeon. If anybody watches this video, they're probably a fan of people like Huts and Victa. I'll play the same games as them for the most part. More so of the games that Huts plays. And other than that, that's my plan that I have for right now. I have some other series that I might do. I don't really have them planned. I'm just saying I have some just to flex on people. Because Damien has so many ideas already stored up. But I'm going to do some more series. I want to do I need to do other edited videos. My plan is, once I figure out some other series to do, I want to do 5 Isaac videos a week, or maybe 6, and then do maybe 2 edited videos a week. So I actually have something to actually put some creativity into. And that's all my plan for right now. So, yeah.
So, and then the one voice that can't speak here, JP is also going to be doing his own thing, and we will be over there on his channel. I mean, as well, and he'll be doing like his own videos as by himself too. But yeah, we have a lot of content, like we've all mentioned. Kind of going full circle with the story here of how we met. We're definitely choosing to do our best to stick with everything that we've pretty much talked about so far for the last 6 years, almost of our lives. We're trying to go ahead and actually bring that to a reality. I mean, even though we might not be million subscribers, at least I'm having fun doing it so far.
Yeah, it's a blast. And with JP's project, he's already kind of announced it. I don't think he's really told the public exactly what's happening, but I don't expect people are gonna come here and like somehow spoil it to the world. And it doesn't really matter if it gets spoiled to the world. But
no, it doesn't matter. I don't think so.
John Paul's channel is called Dead Alive in HD. It's a
wait, that's JP's Dead and Alive HD.
Dead and Alive HD. Yeah.
She's Dead and Alive HD.
Dead and Alive HD.
Wow. I thought I really like that guy's dinosaur videos. I didn't know it was JP.
Yeah, so he does dinosaur commentary, and so our next series, funny enough, is going to be another Minecraft series. This time, instead of being, your just basic old Minecraft series, it's actually going to be a highly modded server, but it's going to be a kind of scripted dinosaur info Minecraft fun time.
Hentai goodness of me and Jonas. Okay, maybe not the hentai part, but everything else, yeah.
It's just gonna be full of dino content because that's what he wants to cater to his audience. Because he actually has fans. Anybody watching?
He does have fans.
Anybody watching this who is not gone over to his account, like it's linked in my channel, Dead Life in HD. He has one of his videos has 120 something thousand views. It has hundreds of thousands of views. It's dumb. We just don't understand how, of all people, he got that. But we support him through it.
Yeah, we do support him.
And so that's why we're making this video, because honestly, we can mooch off of JP more than we can mooch off each other. Because I'm pretty sure Damien's viewers are the same ones as mine, and I think it's
pretty sure it's just each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
yeah, so Damien, I'm just gonna tell you this run has a lot of time left in it, so we got some time to talk. Unless I die, of course. I have, I think, 3 hearts right now, so.
Nah, I believe it. You got this.
Thank you. But yeah, so that's the only. JP has other projects. He's gonna make more dinosaur commentaries. He's gonna make these Minecraft dinosaur videos. I'm not gonna talk much more about it because although I'm the one who's helped him the most with the script and stuff, I don't really know exactly what it entails completely. So maybe someday I'll bring him on and he can talk about it, or you guys can just watch it whenever we release episode 1, which should be, I would say, in about a week it'll come out. From a week from whenever, just next week.
Just expect it sometime.
7 days. Just look at his channel. In some time from now, in 7 days, it will be out. But other than that, our plan for the summer is basically just to keep trucking on with what we've been doing, make some new series, maybe make some more collaborative series. But Damian, what's the big news?
What is the big news? I don't know.
Damian, there's some big old news. It's not really big news. Hey, that's a good pill. This news I'm saying is big news is Damian and I. So one thing we kind of excerpted from, I don't think that's a word, but took out of the story was the fact that after our sophomore year, Damian left, and then after junior year, Damian came and visited us, and that was the last time that we've seen each other in person. So it's been 3 years since we've touched each other.
Yeah, and we had fun. We went to the beach. I don't really know what happened that trip, honestly.
There's a lot of Snapchat memories of it. I made Damian.
We went to the
against
pool.
a window. Oh yeah, we did go to the pool.
We played. We did basketball trick shots. We revisited basketball trick shots. I have that Instagram or Snapchat story.
Oh yeah, we taught the world how to do basketball trick shots. I forgot.
Yeah, we did teach the world. That was very quality content.
It really was.
Maybe one day we'll release them to the public again.
Yeah, we have a lot of just dumb videos out there that we've always had this content creation side of us that has been put to no use. So
Absolutely no use.
So maybe we could do something with that. But the reason I mentioned that is because my plan so far, unless COVID reaps the world and everybody dies, I don't take this lightly. I'm just saying that because I'm distracted. I'm probably going to go visit Damian, and it's going to be, who knows, we haven't really discussed the details. I also have to talk to my parents because although I am a free adult, my parents do give me the funds for most things because I just don't have time to work with school and everything. I do work during the summers, but I have other stuff that I have to pay for. So, depending on what happens...
And COVID, so...
Yeah, so depending on what happens with COVID, so if school is canceled once again, I am going to try to stay with Damian for a longer period of time. That way we can make in-person videos. Because really, Damian and I have... Whenever we talk about YouTube, it's always been focused on gaming, but both of us love the idea of making videos that aren't gaming videos, that are like more in-person podcasts, story times. We can do story times like on here, but it's not the same as
like skits. We've always had to like, even coming back to like our Snapchat stories, we'd always like love to make skits and do things of that nature.
Yeah,
that's always been like a consistent thing in whenever it comes to that YouTube talk or that YouTube conversation that we've always had.
Yeah. And so basically if school is not canceled, but if it's online, then that allows me to, do classes from Damian's living room. And so no matter what, I'm going down there for a bit this summer, and we're going to make the best content we can with the time that we have.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do our best.
Yes. Hoorah, soldier.
Hoorah, soldiers.
I learned that hoorah is not something the army uses. And I always say that to JP, because our friend JP goes to a military academy that rhymes with est oint. So, take that as you want it.
Pest joint. I love pest joint.
Pest joint, yes. A highly esteemed place that teaches the schmarmy. But yeah, so our plan is... We have lots of video ideas for if we are in person for a long time, and even for that short amount of time, we have a lot of video ideas. Damien, you can talk about that because you're more of the one who has the ideas.
So, for when it comes to videos, and if we are able to go ahead and record, I guess, in-person videos, we haven't really thought for specific skit ideas. I'm sure once we actually sit down and really come down to it, we could brainstorm a lot of things, but. Things that we do want to go ahead and do do is going to be definitely the podcast. We've talked about a podcast. We're not really sure how we're going to do it either, but we do want to start some kind of, even if it's an extension of what we're kind of doing right now, where we do kind of a commentary style thing. Maybe not even necessarily a podcast, but kind of a just like I said, yeah, like a talk story time with us kind of thing. We'll see whenever we actually come to plan things out. But other things, like I said, I have a lot of my cooking stuff that I want to go ahead and work on. Some workout series that we could definitely go ahead and try to do or see, kind of explore. And just some other cool in person. I guess it would be at least better content if made in person. I mean, especially if we have even our solo content, if we have a cameraman for each other's videos.
Yeah.
That would definitely just be very helpful.
I'm about to die. I'm 1 heart. This is not good. Yeah, so in addition to what Damian is saying, is this one thing that's going to be really nice about these in-person recordings is when we do these in-person recordings, it's going to allow us to start some content in person that will make it a little bit more interesting and easier for us to start. And even depending on how long I stay, we can continue it not in person. And I think it will still be just as good of content.
Absolutely. I think I think we just want to get a good base, a good starting point for the content, just so we can, like I said, just have a good place to start from, and then when eventually, of course, Jonas goes back to home, at least we have that foundation. So because that's honestly, the foundation is something that we've never really had up until this point, and that's what we were trying to go ahead and do with the Minecraft series, is some sort of basis to not only us trying to figure ourselves out as content creators, but just figure this whole thing out. So
I'm gonna die.
Don't talk like that.
No, this is the absolute just most garbage addition to this game. So I'm gonna talk about this for a second, just so we can so I can let you take a break to your larynx. This guy shoots out these worms. These guys shoot out tears, and everything just it's everything shoots at you. I'm at 3 hearts right now, 2 hearts right now. You basically have to stay on his diagonal, and I have flying, which is nice, but this red stuff is called creep, and creep does dummy damage. Creep, if you step on it, does damage, but if you have flying, you don't get damage from it. Sorry, I just need to focus up. One thing I do want to say is, right now, everything that we're doing is kind of just a way to figure out ourselves. Like, with this series, I'm really not good at just talking from a camera. Like, it takes a lot of energy. Oh, I'm at 1 heart. It takes a lot of energy out of me, not out of me, just of me to use my brain. Oh no, this is getting hot doo-doo garbage.
Yeah, and just I'll let Jonas concentrate on the game, and so I'll just take over talking. Really, the one thing that I do want to go ahead and add, in addition to this whole, I guess, kind of backstory as well, is I've had multiple YouTube channels before. Before all of this. Did you just die? Oh, great. So I guess I won't even go into the backstory of my YouTube channels. But I've had YouTube channels, and I'd say the most, I wouldn't say even most experience. I wouldn't say that. But I've definitely, I wouldn't say I know how my best to carry on a conversation. But I guess watching Jonas's, we'll see him as he definitely gets better at this, because he definitely will get tons better, and he'll be I forgot the guy's name, but what's that guy's name? I don't know. Swade? No, not Swade. Swade is an artist. Sinvicta, that guy. One day Jonas will be the next him. Hopefully. But for right now, he's just definitely finding his feet. I'm trying to refine my feet. Really, for me, let's try to figure out, for both of us, not just for me, trying to figure out the content we really want to make, or kind of what direction we want to go, and we'll figure that out. I mean, and we'll have it all documented here, whether it be on these mini convo commentaries or whatever it may be.
Yeah, and so just as a finishing statement, this whole era right now is just us figuring out what we can do editing wise, what we can do, just how we can develop ourselves as creators. Damian really just put it all out there and stated it very well. And yeah, that's really just what we're going to try to do over this time, and that way we can just keep going more full force, more full force, adding coal to the fires, starting to steam ahead and get better at this, and hopefully gain some traction.
Absolutely.
And because I died, that means we are at the end of the video. I just really quickly wanted to say this was not a good run at all. I had Shielded Tears, I had that. This boss was added in Afterbirth Plus, I'm pretty sure. He's a much more recent boss. And as you see, there's just so much stuff going on. There's just stuff getting shot at you. It's just... I don't like this boss. I don't know if anybody really likes this boss. He's just garbage. But also...
I kind of like him.
Thanks, Damian. Also, if you look at the side, like, my stats were really just not good at all. I was getting just... I was also taking bad hits. But having 3.52 damage by the time you hit Utero, which is the red levels, Damian, it's just, if you're good, you can get past it. I would not say I'm good, especially like right now. I'm not playing that well. This damage is just unacceptable. It's just so hard to take these enemies out. As you saw, I was fighting this boss. I was fighting through Utero for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and it was just every room was a struggle. So with that, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Damien, do you have any last words?
No, I mean, I'm hyped. I'm glad I was able to join us on this. I guess I don't know, but at least the first commentary with us two here. Many more to come.
Yeah, and so I just want to also state, like, whenever I do these non-commentary videos, commentary videos are whatever happens in the episode happens in the episode. When it comes to my daily uploads that don't have commentary, I'm probably only going to upload ones that I actually finish a run. Because this right here is not exciting to watch, but at least we're talking about something interesting. And it's not just me.
Not just dying.
It's not just me spitting verbal trash the whole time. And I think we've said everything we need to say for this episode. So with that, it's been a awful run, but this is Priets. And
my name is Damian. Bye-bye.
And this is Damian.
I'll let Jonas outro his own video.
I'm not going to edit this out because, I'm too lazy for that. Would it be easy? Yeah, but this is Priets. This is me signing off. Have a good time. Peace out.